No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models and it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to my man right now. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Shorty ought to be my me. Ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never about left. Yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I down basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smiling like a boss right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. I can slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told the model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Chris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Rizzo, she like, oh, what's happening? Then she called me cause she never knew her daddy.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get.
Come here, sounds like I see you in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, she go to battle. I let it go to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that, I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I I'm a K back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet and they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man, I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then the ape man. I live with birds, man. Sounds like I see you in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the I got a girl, she go to battleship. I live with birds, man. Sounds like I see you in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the I got a girl, she go to battleship.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Now Goff on first down. Looking this time for ones, and it's intercepted. Bruce Conner with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and got them.
Let's go. Is Dale kind of flipped in the wheel?
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go.
Second down, Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Used to have the coaches tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Orange. Super. DC. 12. 11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Let's convert.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
On play action, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Hey, 76. 76. Left. We're good. Check. Yes, sir. Super. We go. Set.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Hey, 76.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
4 down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again they run with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey,
We all have
you
habits.
better go
We can be
register
somewhat
in
predictable,
the
and
state
you know
of
me
Maryland
pretty
so I
well
can
on
get my
2nd down and
card.
short. What I like to see.
Play
So I can go buy
action.
shit
Yeah,
from
without a doubt, I thought
dispensary.
that was a great spot to call it. Instead,
PTSD
didn't go their
qualified
way,
for
did
it.
it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Well, I mean, you can't.
And maybe a little frustration from Goff
Use
as he'll
it.
turn and call a timeout.
But
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this
And
first
there's a
quarter.
dispensary right here in Latham. It's not far at all. It's like a couple miles.
Here we go. Whirling. 14. Whirling. 12.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Let's go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Play action now. Winston rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping.
Super 1. Black 20. Orange. Here we go.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, a heck of a move. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Let's go now. Let's go. Time to play. Tiny.
They go play action. Winston trying to lay one up deep.
Man, what the fuck?
And now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense.
Why this shit so fucking garbage? How the hell the ball, the nigga ran past the spot?
And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing.
And his
it's not
nigga
just
caught
simply
up to
anticipation.
it.
It's study
Slapped
and understanding what they like to do, and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
So they're watching the film, and it's working.
5. Go, Sanad. 180. 11.
After the interception, here's Gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
5. Go, Sanad. 120.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Handoff comes to Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Oh, the dog.
Now Jameis on second down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Got a man, it's right. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
On second down, Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now they'll run. Murray. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get
what kind of cut was that, bro?
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Samson Abukum able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Third and goal. Winston flushed out right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the end zone, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there.
Scare ass nigga.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, this is Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Winston. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Winston. And he's able to find Diggs.
As he Diggs.
All the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Winston to throw it this time. Flush to his right.
Damn!
This is going to be incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff for Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Merlin! By 20! Dula!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We coming, nigga.
The amount of sacks
fuck out of here with your goddamn hurry up.
Extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Like,
By 20! Super 1! Super 1!
yeah, it was a little tough. It wasn't a newborn turtle.
Dula!
He was a small turtle.
Maverick! Tiger! 5!
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Right side, there's Decker. And
come on, Bar.
Shit. Here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tiger, Tiger. 28. Hey, 5.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third.
Get his ass.
It's a former star
fucking around, nigga.
Anthony Barr. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Start left here. 14. 14. 5.
Goff now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Maverick.
You know he is nasty. You can't let them handle shit like that.
Tiger. Orange.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Good shit, boy. Let's go, Barr.
Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On play action, Winston.
Hey, come on, dog.
Nice hit, jars the ball free.
Sorry ass niggas, man.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This is the shit I go through. That's why I'm about to go lock myself, barricade myself, because I need to know.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh,
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Son of a bitch.
Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's just across
Where the
midfield.
fuck he come
and
from?
Down at the 49-yard line.
Wow.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
Damn.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep.
Nope.
And it's knocked away. And
it looked good, though.
The all-pro corner, Xavier Rhodes, there to knock that one away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
76, Helm, 76. 76. Super one, super one.
Now Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line.
Sorry.
Tonight he's intercepted. Bruce Carter.
Loser.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Cook.
Man, get to the outside. Shit.
To the 41-yard line.
Ah, fucking running sucks so bad on this shit.
They're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
Covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, Winston. Going deep for Diggs.
Why you went past the fucking mark?
It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Man, what the fuck? This shit's so dumb, man. Niggas run right past the fucking marker.
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles,
fucking
and I believe
garbage
it's
ass fucking game.
That's correct. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. On the tackle, it's Trey Wayne.
No, nigga, try something else.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
I need this salary. Mom.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Listen. Louis.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this. When inside their own 10-yard line and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10.
Man, come on, bruh.
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard
Horrible
line.
ass fucking throw.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get
Fuck his
there
ass up. Think it's a game.
He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Tiger. Harbaugh. Super.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. They got a man over the middle. It's Orleans.
Yes, sir.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And
yes, sir.
Returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Let's run, boy.
19 and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Let's go now.
Now a run with Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last throw here for Goff. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
checking to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out to putting in my block. Look what your sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you dead off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. These they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they on wild down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Go and get that on your own. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pen in my watch. Got my ex down and walk around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you shit, what it no, it's time now.
I got that check to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to Ruby you. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to nick you. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide you. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want to. I'm tripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like.
What this guy go on with everywhere?
Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Mom, why did you say thank you inside the spend $100 on our fork? Yeah, he said you said thank you. Well, she should have. You fibbed? You can't fib. No, I didn't fib to you. Yeah, you did. I thought she said. Yeah, I want sausage. Yeah, give me a sausage. No, Chase. Yeah. Chase, no. Where's the sausage?
Nigga, how many passes did I fuck up? How many times was I in the red zone and came out with nothing, my nigga? Like, nigga just stopped on him. Niggas fucking get, instead of niggas can't even turn up the field. You on the one, this nigga struggling the fucking, the line on the. Now I'm talking about when I had that one in the end zone, that nigga, he caught the ball and just literally straddled the fucking end zone line. Didn't even fall in. I got stopped on the fucking line. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
No, they even hit the ball. They don't even touch the field. It's like they need over the whole foot.
I don't know where the fuck that nigga came out.
I know you see the one I got.
Man, that was a computer, nigga. That wasn't. So what? You fucked me with that one. Hey, you see how the white nigga be one bar, nigga? That nigga bar, nigga. Shit, between bar and hey, Hunter. That nigga Hunter is a fucking. Well, you see what that is?
I'm gonna take it because I owe them gum and I forgot.
I told you I'll be sacking the shit out of niggas. You thought I was playing. I'll be sacking. Ooh, how? You go, that's exactly. You need some time, bro. Shit. You try to hit me on that same route, nigga. You almost got me, though. You overthrew it. I was like, nah, you got me one.
I just found out he ain't got no deep route. This motherfucker's a short receiver. Like his route is short.
That second time you threw it to him, I fucking deflected it, dog. My safety was right there. It was one-on-one. But that first time you had me, though.
So hurry up, move the door.
That first time you had me, I thought it was over.
I didn't get this.
Hey, that's what happened when you put quarterback pressure on a nigga the whole game, man. They gotta make them throws.
Go put him over there.
Yo, yeah, you see.
Come on, guys, hurry up, get out the door.
Come on, guys.
You ain't got no shoes on, bye.
No,
I'm not waiting for you either. No, I'm not waiting for you.
That's waiting for me.
No, close the door.
All I know is my defense is fucking official. This offense is garbage. It's hot fucking pepper doo-doo. Yeah, I traded for Winston. He got a quicker release than fucking Kirk Cousins.
I'll be sitting on the porch.
Shit, nigga, you got golf. That nigga was ass too, so it don't matter who you got. Huh? Why y'all keep opening up my damn door? You got golf, nigga, so it don't matter.
The run game not existing in this bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Run the ball.
Niggas be like, man, no, you can do it. You just gotta follow your block. Nigga, these niggas will not accelerate. They run the same speed.
They run where they want to run to. You try to make them go right there.
Nigga, they'll go somewhere else.
Get in the house.
I'm like, why the fuck you trying to cut back? You think I'm trying to cut back and I'm trying to run through the line? That shit crazy.
Oh man, bro, you didn't have them problems, man. In the field goal.
So I'm starting to realize that the field goal is not so bad, but it kind of automatically marks it for you, so you don't have to do the arrow. You just gotta see it right off the point. Cause nigga only missed one field goal, and the one that I did miss, I didn't get it right there in the middle on the second. It went to the left, so the ball drifted to the left.
You don't try to hang. You just kick this shit.
I just kick it, nigga. You just kick it. As long as you get them both where they supposed to be, that shit'll go in. You ain't gotta aim that shit. You can't aim it. They do it for you.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes. I feel special. Resale and I never paid retail. Money afforded me this free will.
I thought I had a fight. Some goddamn kicker or a quarterback caught me. Like, get the fuck out of here. This nigga here took off like he got a 90 speed. And his quarterback gonna come back and catch me. Man, I love man, the defense. I love the defense. Only thing I hate how the receivers run past the routes, dog. That shit fucking drives me. This nigga just keep running. I'm like, son, the ball is coming down. When are you gonna turn around and look for the fucking ball? This nigga just keeps going. And I gotta fucking turn around and then yo dude, but the defense be right in position. They'll just sit there and wait on that motherfucker. But the receivers keep running. What kind of stupid shit is that?
They fucking game up.
That shit.
They don't even be running the ball.
It really ain't. I mean, you can't even try to stay better.
I haven't scored a touchdown on offense yet.
You ain't scored an offensive touchdown yet.
The one game I won, I get 2 field goals, man. I haven't scored a touchdown on offense, bro, this season.
Yeah, I'm saying. In high school, he was the man, son. So I kind of like these skill points because they put the points. If you look at how you get more bang for your buck. Like they'll put like 3 in one area, 2 in another area. Like you know how much that shit costs to do that? You be doing it in one area every time.
It just takes so long to build this shit up.
I don't know. I think it goes by the way they play. It goes by the way they play. This nigga needs to be a deep threat. Stupid ass.
Bro, I just found out Woods ain't no deep there receiver, bro. That's what's fucking with me right now.
He not Woods.
I keep sending him on them deep balls, and I'm wondering why he fucking up.
See, look, this nigga Stephon
like
Diggs.
A short yardage type player, man.
Stephon Diggs is a 93 overall now. I just had a skill point on him. It went 1 to acceleration, 1 to awareness, 2 to catching traffic, 2 to medium route, and 2 to release. You know how much that shit have cost to do all of that in one outing? And then them niggas go up. So this nigga already at 93. This nigga Hunter gonna be a fucking monster, son. Trade me that safety game.
You can't even go straight with this shit. You know what I noticed though? You gotta run that shit out the shotgun. That's what these motherfuckers been doing to me. Run that shit out the shotgun. My ass up.
Damn, I put it on the wrong shit. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, this game tough.
My game was cool, man. There was a couple shit here and there that they need to be addressed, but they fixed the shit they wasn't broken, man. Now they gonna fuck the game up again. Especially the field goal shit. I leave it down by the rest of the ball. They kick your field. I ain't able to do this one of them. Defense on point. You know what I'm saying? We put the glove on. Don't worry about that. We need to put the points on the board.
Hey man, I guess you better learn how to kick them fucking field goals.
I like you to put down. One touchdown with a more game on. You can.
Hey man, I was trying to keep your ass out the end zone. But see, that's another game where I left all them points on the field. Shit crazy.
Man, I left you nigga opportunities out there, man. You really wasn't getting that many opportunities.
Nigga, every time I got in the red zone, and then I had, son, I got to the red. Why you think I kept kicking field goals? You only had one opportunity to kick a field goal, bro. I kicked like 4 field. Man, come on, man. Shit crazy, dog. Nigga, stop it, nigga. I got a nigga right in the end zone, and this motherfucker can't even fall in the end zone. Got a nigga hitting the outside on the run, and then all of a sudden he just slow the fuck up and get caught. Like that was last, man. There's no way you was catching me to the outside going in that fucking end zone. I picked the perfect fucking play call, son. I sucked everybody up in the middle and pitched that bitch out to the left. There wasn't nobody there to catch me. All this nigga just running like a fucking turtle. Like that shit ain't fucking realistic, dog. Shit garbage as fuck, nigga. Shit, man, I'm about to start quarterback sneaking. For 5 yards or less, I'm doing all quarterback sneak. This shit dumb.
No, I'm not kicking no more field goals. I'm just gonna flick it just going down on that. It make no sense. Unless for a fact I make the 1 yard line, you don't make that shit. Fuck that field goal shit. I'm going for that shit.
Fuck, I'll play next week. Man, let me get that guy. And you know what? My division, Shit, I'm good. Everybody in my division 1 and 2, but the Lions 1 and 3 now. So shit, I'm good. We 2 and 2. Nah, I changed my mind because I looked at my division. I was like, man, I'm gonna stay my business right here. I'm gonna stay my business. Who? The Jags and the Titans?
Yeah. I don't know about the Kings. Oh, the Texans quit or something. What happened to the Texans?
I don't know, but it's a new news on them, bro. I was looking at them last night, and then I was like, nah.
Coach must be ass, though.
Coach?
You know, I know exactly who the coach is. He is trash. Bullshit, but my season's over with, man. Ain't no use even trying, bro.
Well, your season over. Let me get that safety, man.
About to stay fucking, dog. I ain't even got my fucking...
Huh?
I traded my first round draft pick, man.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get this first,
that
bro.
That looking real good right now. I'm going to get that back. That's going to be the first pick in the fucking job behind the Jets.
Go get that first, man.
Nah, for the safety?
No, nigga, for your for that safety. Nigga only got an 85 speed, my nigga. Like, damn.
I don't know, bro. That boy genius, man. He might just get genius. Fuck that. Genius has had 3 years.
Exactly. Shit, I'll take Jenkins, nigga. Huh?
He don't turn up the field with the shit.
He only got an 85 speed, son. He only got an 85. He a slow nigga with high zone and shit and awareness.
Bro, I just wanted one of them boys to take that shit back to the house. I just wanted one of them boys to take that shit to the house. He's too many still going crazy. You couldn't even do that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you was throwing that beat. It was basically like you was turning the fucking ball. One day in the second, we all the way up.